if I don't drop my combos and you make one mistake, then I get to take your stock as Kazuya. He's a smart cookie, and we're going to get to see him throw that game plan into full effect here against Goblin. Get ready for a good one, folks, as we get it started on PS2, because it do make the best games.
Oh, so true, so true. Already kind of feeling each other out in the neutral here in this center stage. A little bit of a cross up there and getting the shield up in time. Really good stuff from Goblin. Not going for anything too crazy. Definitely do not want to overextend, but really good opening.
When you're talking about Roy versus a brawler character and it takes 18 seconds for the first hit to land, you know the stakes of the match. And look at this. Goblin says, I got the percent lead. You know the vibes.
Yup, exactly.
I'm not going near that if I can help it. But here comes Skelly. Not going to get the biggest conversion. I lied. I super duper lied. I super duper ultra lied.
The worst part is Goblin made, 9 of the 10 decisions correctly. It was giving
That's not good enough against Kazuya.
Exactly.
That's not good enough. You have to be so much better than just exceptionally good. Because if you give somebody like Skelly, who has some of the best Kazuya combo game literally in the entire world, that kind of opportunity, he's going to make you pay for it.
Right now, though, Goblin looking fantastic with the ledge pressure. I like the dash dance, but Skeleton, oh my goodness, no.
Dude, there
it is, another electric back on the platform, and that's got to be it for sure. The up B, what a combo. That is Skeleton back at it, still keeping the rage drive too, and Goblin finally finds that first stock, and we have a game.
I'm going to try my hardest to not be biased, y'all, but Skelly has been put through the ringer enough times, and this guy said, you know what? I have found a way to beat some of the best players in the world, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. Got that stock lead on Goblin, who is... I like the approach from Goblin to just say, I'm spacing out with my forward airs, I'm spacing with my moves. Wow. But the question is it enough? The answer is no. The answer is
not.
It is not enough.
That read was almost just a few frames off from landing. Skeleton looking so very confident right now, but Goblin slowing it down a little bit. The dash dance is almost working out, but Skeleton still finds the parry and finds that last stock and looks so very carefree while doing it.
If you look at Goblin's face too, they were like, oh, so that kind of Kazuya player. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to take this one for real. Because even if you are taking it for real, the fact of the matter is, you're going up against Kazuya Mishima, and you've got the entire crowd, literally all of DFW is in the seats right now, shouting Skelly's name as loud as possible, because that's what we do in our region.
Love that. We definitely saw some pretty interesting strategies implemented by Goblin at the start of the game, where there was, just a lot of sitting on the platform, waiting for an opening, not doing anything too crazy, but then once you're in that deficit...
Wrong stage, okay.
Yeah. Once you're in the deficit, you have to make something happen, right? And that is where Goblin was able to find a couple more of those Kazuya combos, unfortunately.
I want to point out, by the way, that if you're watching both of the Ultimate streams, it's actually a DFW double feature right now, because Atomic, who is part of the UTA team that you might have seen Beastly is a part of, I believe is playing against Jazo right now, and just took the last game that was played. So, I mean, everybody in DFW is grouped around these two streams right now. But, yeah, no, let's get back to this one right here, because we are being paid to talk about this stream right now. It's the one where Skeleton is up 1-0 on Goblin. We've got the D&D Monster Bash right now, I just realized. Skeleton and Goblin.
Unbelievable. The Nair not getting the sweetest spot, but still fantastic damage, 64 from that one opening. And small battlefield, a pretty interesting counter pick, but I think I see the logic here. It's going to be tough, though.
It's just such a tough matchup for Roy, because Kazuya really does just destroy any of those brawler-type characters that need to go towards you and go in deep, where you make a mistake and Skeleton just says, give me that stock. Nom, 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 nom. It's delicious.
Fantastic reaction on the DI there, too, to get that up smash off of the electric. I'm just so very impressed with Skeleton's play right now. Goblin still trying to make it happen, though. Those falling up airs from the platform, a little more successful. Well, okay.
I love that idea by Skeleton, though, to try to, it's going, okay, you DI'd in, I'm not going to be able to get the Nair, so let me just try to take us both down and send this to a 2-stock to 1. But that's just showing that Goblin does have a good approach for this matchup. Oh my God! Skeleton dropping the combo afterwards, but still keeping it going. Again, this kid's punish game is unbelievable, but Goblin, the defense has been great as well. Only so much you can do, though. Skeleton, 3-stock to 1 lead.
Pomona, I believed you, but I guess I just didn't really understand exactly how wild it was going to be. I'm definitely a believer now, though. Skeleton looks so confident. Finally, though, Goblin once again finding that stock in about the same time as that first game, but Skeleton has so much extra credit to work with here. That whole extra stock is going to be tough for Goblin to get around when you can only really go for these stray hits.
And not only is it a full stock, it's a full stock of a super heavy like Kazuya that is already a tank to begin with. Now Skeleton can be even extra brazen if he wants to be. Get right up in there and throw out an ignorant Wind God Fist.
Right.
Not even an electric, just a regular Wind God Fist for you, and just another stock for Skeleton. Just another day on the sticks. A 2-0 lead over Goblin. One of the finest Roys out there to do it, but this Skeleton is unbothered. Unlike mine,
I was going to say,
which has many, many problems.
check the challenge ratings on these, because I'm pretty sure Skeletons are supposed to be weaker than Goblins, but
Probably. Unless it's like a magic skeleton.
right. It's like a skeleton wizard, perhaps. But I wanted to talk about double-edged dance, because when you have a deficit to make up, sometimes you got to go for those explosive options, and maybe Goblin. All right, I'll get back to it because we're already scrapping.
You don't have time,
Yeah.
AG.
We don't
We're back
have
to the
time
match.
at all.
We're back to the match. 10 seconds, and Skeleton's got another one.
Unbelievable. There's no analysis. There's no time. They're going right back to it. Goblin, though, really good offense right here. Interesting dynamic.
I am so happy that the world learns today exactly what Skeleton is and why everybody in my region talks about him nonstop.
I know why y'all
Because
banned
we love him.
Kazuya now. What the heck?
Because this guy was just running all of our freaking locals. He is so freaking efficient. Make one mistake.
Oh.
I dare you.
Please do not. That's stuck on the platform. Another
Damn.
crouching fist. The electric into the forward smash.
He turned my ass into Goofy.
Unbelievable adaptation right there. I did not see that one coming, to say the least. Goblin trying to fight back, but we have so many aspects working against Goblin here. The crowd, the momentum, the combo routes from Skeleton. A tall order, to say the least.
Fearless.
Oh, good spot dodge.
That was brilliant by Goblin. Noticing that combo got dropped, you had just enough time to get out of the way, and you know that stand-up crouch electric is going to come through. Apologies for not knowing the names, but at this point, yeah, you don't really even need to, because the message gets across clear. And that message is, honestly, Skeleton's making this matchup look like it is 80-20.
Right. Goblin, though, fighting back. The double-edged dance finally landing all the hits, setting up for another edge guard, but there it is, one slight miss. And Skeleton doesn't even have to really land it. You can just set up for another one, and that is it. Oh, my goodness, to seal the deal.
Dragon uppercut.
What a statement, too.